All right, folks, welcome back to Radio's Yard here on the Live at a Dollar Podcast Network. Make sure, by the way, that you're subscribing and liking, commenting on all of our stuff we have here. It's time for another edition of Storytime with one of my football bros. Okay, this is the guy. You're right. You see him all the time with me here, also on the podcast network. It's JT from our Football Guys podcast with CJ. We're going to talk to you, by the way, coming up every single week. Once football season, actually once training camp opens, forget about football season. Once training camp opens, we're going to be weekly for the Football Brothers podcast, the Football Guys podcast. But for right now, it's time for story time. What we like to do here on story time, if you've seen the episodes before, I bring in one of our breakers from upstairs. We talk about big hits, big pulls that they may have gotten, and we tell the story behind it as well. Let's start with our boy JT. First off, welcome to Radio's Yard. We appreciate you being here.
Glad to be here.
Always love when JT's here with us. Okay. I know you've had some massive pulls in the past.
Yes.
Let's hit the top two ones now. I think I know which ones they're going to be.
Yeah.
Set the scene, tell the card, explain the situation.
Okay, so the most memorable one that I've had would have to be the CJ Stroud. The most memorable one that I've had to be the gold Wimby Kaboom.
Oof, yep.
And that one was hit by my boy Kadinsky.
I love it.
And I think it was a half case or a full case Crown Royale on release day, right? So we're ripping on release day Crown Royale. We're Kaboom hunting. That's
right.
Wembenyama. That's Brandon Miller, Eamon Thompson, all those cats.
Good rookie
Big class. Yeah.
Right.
So, we're in the morning. We're ripping a half case. I think it was a full case. And they were getting great value on these spots because it was in the morning.
Of course,
they're getting good spots,
right.
Good value in the morning. But yeah, so he gets the spot for like $150 to like $200.
For the Spurs.
Hits the Spurs,
right,
and a random teamer. Got lucky, hit the Spurs, and we're showing the teams, and he goes, "JT, are you ready to pull a gold Wimby Kaboom?"
It's a lot of pressure.
I'm like,
it's a lot of pressure, right?
Whoa,
right.
I felt something come over me,
right?
I was like, whoa.
JT's glowing all of a sudden.
Yeah,
right,
I'm like,
right.
I'm feeling it, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. Like, I'm ready. I'm like, don't play with me, man.
Right.
I'm ready.
Let's
if
go.
you say we're gonna do it, let's do it. So then we're ripping open boxes. Then I see gold. I'm like, whoa.
So here comes the sweat now.
I see gold Kaboom. I'm like,
here's the
whoa,
sweat.
whoa,
Right.
whoa.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, this could be it. And I sweat the rookie badge. And I'm like, holy smokes.
This could be it.
And everybody starts kind of like swarming
Oh,
around.
yeah, of course.
Everybody's
Of course.
kind of like, word's getting out. We're sweating gold Kaboom. I start sweating it. I see the hair. I'm like, oh my God. Start going crazy.
Of course.
It's a madhouse.
I can't even imagine what it's like in the room right now.
It is like a riot is going on in that room, and we are going crazy. I'm like, oh my God. I knock over my phone. My phone's on the ground. I pick up my phone really fast to show that the card's still on the table.
Always camera on the table.
And I'm
right,
like, it's there. I'm not touching. I just start going crazy. I start
course.
hugging the guys and everything. It was a backyard instant classic.
Yes.
So that one was awesome. Probably my most memorable pool. And then another one of my favorites and a very good pool was this guy bought the Patriots in a full case of Deca, which is expensive.
Huge, yeah, of course.
So it was Deca FOTL, which is even more expensive.
Right.
So he buys it, and of course he's hunting the Drake May 101 if he's buying the Patriots, right? Hit him the Drake May 101. Me and Alvin are going crazy.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
right.
we're just we're going crazy. We're going nuts. And then fast forward, like a couple weeks later, or I think it was like a week later, me and Miggs were ripping FOTL again. It was a one boxer.
Okay. Wow. One boxer.
One
Think
boxer.
About that,
one boxer FOTL. Right. So it was people were getting great deals on spots.
Sure. 32 teamer in that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this guy hit the Jaden Daniels 1 of 1 for like $190.
Oh,
last
God.
Last pack. Hits the Jaden Daniels 1 of 1 for $190.
That's a car. That's a down payment on a house. That's expensive jewelry.
Yeah.
That's something huge, folks.
Yeah. I was like, brother, that's unbelievable.
1 of 1 Jaden Daniels. I mean, are you kidding me? Those are two of the biggest pulls I've even heard about in this place at this point. So what was the chat like in the room like? Because you said that you were ripping, when you hit the May, you were ripping like a half a case or a full case, whatever that was. This isn't a one boxer. Of course you're expecting to hit something big. Of course you want to in a one boxer.
So
Not that.
right. So on the last pack, it's like we see black, right? And I'm like, oh my god! And you can kind of see like the color, of
Right.
like what kind of team it's
A
gonna be.
little bit of that red, right? A little bit of
I
that
was
red.
like, holy
yeah.
smokes, Migs, get the goggles.
Right.
We goggle up, and then everyone's like, no way, no way, no way, it's him, it's him, it's him. And like you just see, oh my god, like just flooding in the chat. You know, emojis flooding in the chat.
Jaden.
Rip it open. It's crazy.
You had to jump up for that one too. Were you hugging Migs at least?
I
at
was
that
hugging.
point?
Me and Migs were hugging and jumping down.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
That's kind of like my go-to. I just go in like first person I see,
Right.
bro. I just hug him.
Hug and jump.
Because I'm
That's
like,
it.
we did it. You know, like
That's
it's
the whole.
like,
That's the biggest part of it.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, like we did it. Like we just did it.
How
for
was the guy
somebody.
like who
'Cause
hit the card?
He was. I thought he was.
I can't even imagine what
I-
the feeling is like on that end to hit something like that, because we talk about it all the time about us ripping the cards, pulling the card, getting
Mm-hmm.
a big one. Immediately, it's a huge moment here in the backyard when you do something like that.
Yeah.
Now imagine paying the $120 or the 90 or whatever it was on the other end, $150,
Yeah.
and that's what you hit, and you realize at that point, like we just said before, piece of jewelry, down payment on a house, pay for a car in full. That's what's in that one card right there.
You're holding like I couldn't believe that I was holding like literally what you just said.
Right.
Down payment on a house. A
Just
car.
in your hand, in your palm.
I was holding it.
Right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I love that. I think that's great. I think story time is great when we tell these stories because you get to hear the side of it that maybe you don't understand when the breaker is the one. And I'm speaking to you out there as people who are buying into the breaks and doing that. That's a feeling we don't understand. What you don't understand is the fact that we love to pull cards like that. I dream about it when a new wax product comes out. I want to be the one to hit it in the house. I love, and all I do is talk about it. If I hit a card, that's all I do is talk about it. At that
It's
point.
all I think about. Like,
Right.
Whenever they were ripping whenever we were ripping Select,
Mm-hmm.
like a bunch of Select, I would go home and I would literally just like think about hitting
Trying to
one on
manifest
ones.
it. Right.
I was just thinking about it.
Right.
Like it kept like some nights it actually kept me up at night.
Right. I believe it.
Because like they're like the people that are buying into breaks, they're sweating, right?
Right.
But we're also sweating, and like in a way, because obviously we're selling the product at $1,
Right,
so we're
right.
sweating it. But like also you want to pull good pools for the people that are jumping in.
100%. Right.
So there's that side, and then like the sweat is just, it's awesome. It's awesome to get that kind of a sweat. It's just unbelievable.
Ridiculous 2 cards, Wemby, gold. I mean, that's just ridiculous by itself in a 1-on-1 Jane Dale Shimmer. That's absolutely crazy. JT, great stuff for story time here. We love to hear the stories from upstairs from the guys, big cards that we pulled, the reaction from the chat, the reaction from the breaker, and whoever's sitting with the breaker, the co-pilot or not, or if it's another breaker in that room as well. Love that for story time. JT, where's everyone going to catch you ripping cards here at the yard?
You're going to find me at Backyard Rips, more than likely in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, and rarely at night.
Rarely at night. He's a night bird. He likes to go out at night. That's why we don't put him on. That's why we don't put him on for that as well. All right. This has been Storytime with JT. Catch JT all football season long with myself and CJ for the Football Guys podcast. We're going to talk to you weekly. It's going to be a lot of fun. Football season is back, folks. We have made it. If you are into cards, this is a perfect Storytime podcast for you as well. We love to do it with all the big breakers here at the backyard. JT, thank you for coming to Radio's Yard once
Thanks
again.
for having me.
Appreciate it. He's a regular. I don't even have to thank him. That's basically his chair at this point as well. All right, that's JT. I'm Radio. This has been another edition of Storytime here in Radio's Yard on the Live at $1 Podcast Network.